This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do?
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 27, Mayfield steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
26 yards. First down, Cleveland.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry for Nick Chubb. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next is score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Here we go, set, 60 or. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see 61, matchbox lights. Check 52.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
59 mark.
Operating from the gun. Costello. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40. Cuts right. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2nd and 4. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Orbit. Switch gears. Hurry.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Run. Hey, watch it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mike 29.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's get in there, man. 29 is the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Costello. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield dancing to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Chubb running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Green able to dance free. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Costello. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Looking to throw. Costello. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again. Costello. He completes it to Boyd. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Wide, get wide.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 59.
Hey, exit.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Watch the out.
Mike, go.
Operating from the gun. Costello. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Costello gets it to his running back, Bernard. He finds an opening past the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
70, Indy.
To throw on second down. Costello. Green brings it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That's another
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
You draw quarters. Shoot.
On first down, Costello. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll go down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man is Ross, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Go! 15 line it. 15 line. Now! Now!
Back to throw. Costello. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a give, right side. Bernard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking to throw. Costello escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield now gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hurry! Watch out!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hurry! Keep it up! Check, crunch!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Point it right. Point it right. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bengals' 38-yard line. And
that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180! Exit! Slam! Hey, alert 33! Regular! 51! Smooth! Hurry!
51's the mic. Here we go. Defense all day. Sponge. No.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Charlie!
Here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Costello. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Costello. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike's 59.
From the gun, Costello. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Costello. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Bernard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Costello. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Ready.
On 4th down, Costello. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Mike to 59. Switch.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He'll have a 1st down pass. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
He finds Beckham complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 25, check 25.
A give running right is Chubb. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Bring it! Bring it! Like that!
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.